Hello everybody, Kindly Keyin here. We're going to be playing something a little bit different today. It's a game that many might be familiar with. It's a game that is near and dear to my heart. A game that I grew up as a young boy playing. Yes, it's a classic, and yes, I know it's fairly played out, but I want to play it. So here it is, Mega Man X. Welcome to my Let's Play of Mega Man X. As I mentioned, this is a game that I played as a child. I believe I was 7 or 8 when this game came out, and I was immediately drawn to it when I saw it in the store. And I remember bringing it home and playing the heck out of it. I love this game, and I still do. I haven't played it in a long time, so I think this is kind of a fun way to get back into it. But yeah, this game is just a great game. I was in that age group. I started out with a regular Nintendo NES, playing Mario Brothers and Super Mario Brothers 3 and all those, but I think I was a little too young to really appreciate the original Mega Man games. So they were, I was at that age where they were just too hard, I think. So I didn't have a full appreciation for just what great game design was put into those games. But when this game came out, I was a little bbit older, and and I think they're a little bit easier than the original Mega Man games. But they just they struck a perfect balance for me. They were just great games that I couldn't put down. So this game, along with Mega Man X2, were probably my most played games on the Super Nintendo. And I played all the Mario games and Mario Kart and Zelda and all those games, but I would always go back to the Mega Man X games, specifically Mega Man X and Mega Man X2. When I wasn't playing them, I was pulling the manual from the box and trying to draw the bosses and characters that are in the manual. Trying to I wouldn't trace them, but I'd try to replicate them as best as I could by copying the image on the manual. So yeah, I was a little obsessed, but it's just they're just really great games. So we're gonna play through it here, and hopefully 29-year-old Keyin can play as well as 8-year-old Keyin. Although I think many of you would agree that the child version of ourselves is better at video games than the old people version of us. So hopefully I remember a lot of stuff, the secrets and whatnot. So I'll be doing what I can to collect everything. But we'll see how it goes. You worthless piece of scrap metal. Did you think you could defeat me? Vile. This is so rad. Look at that. Look at this dude. Who's this dude with awesome blonde hair? Robot blonde hair. Saving my life. I guess I'm not powerful enough to defeat him. X, you shouldn't expect to defeat him. He is designed to be a war machine. That's how Zero sounds in my head. Remember, you've not reached full power yet. If you use all the abilities you were designed with, you should become stronger. You may even become as powerful as I am. He's super humble. I'll scout ahead and collect as much information on Sigma's fortress as I can. I'll meet up with you when you get there. See you later. X, I know you can do it. I mean, yeah. Zero's pretty sweet. Alright. So the order of the bosses that we're going to go through is 8-year-old keyin order. This may not be the most efficient and best way to do it. This is the way I did it when I was 8 years old. This is the way I'm going to do it 20 years later. Like I said, from trials and tribulation, I came up with this path. So, if there's a better way, I don't know it. And I haven't, I've never actually looked at wikis or guides for Mega Man X, in recent years. So, I don't know if there's a better way, but we're going to do it the way that I did, 20 years ago and see how things go. I think we'll do okay. I know this game well enough, I played it enough as a little boy. I think that we'll be able to get through here just fine. And this is going to be fun, This is one of those games that just it's timeless. It's just so good. Now, the main reasoning behind going to this level first, at least for me, is the dash boots. The dash is essential, I feel like. I feel like the game doesn't even start until you get the dash boots. Oh my gosh. This jump. See, this jump would be a lot different with dash boots. Oh, okay, we got it. So yeah, that's the main reason that I start with this level, and then I just kind of built it from there. So we get to see Old Man Dr. Wily.
X, I gave you the ability to choose your own path in life, and I hope the world would allow you to choose a peaceful one.
I can't do that for very long.
But now it seems that you are destined to fight, because I thought the world might need a new champion.
He's a hologram and he's choking.
I've hidden the capsules like this one. If you find and use them, you'll be able to increase your powers beyond anything the world has ever known. Step into this capsule and receive an acceleration system to boost your speed. Good luck, X.
Don't ask me to do that voice again. It's killing me. No one asked me to do that voice, by the way. I did it to myself. Alright. Yes. Okay, now the game actually begins. Let's see how we do. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I have a weird hand configuration that I use to dash and charge and use your Mega Buster at the same time. I kind of use this crab hand configuration where I'm using my thumb for the jump and Mega Buster, and then I use my index finger twisted like a like a pretzel to hit the I guess what would be the X button on the Super Nintendo controller, to use the dash without having to remove my fingers from the charge button, because I like to be able to dash and charge at the same time. I would be interested to know if anybody else does that. This was a time when the internet wasn't widely available. I definitely didn't have the internet. And so you had to figure out stuff on your own, and that was what worked. And I would get little calluses on the side of my my index finger because of the way I held the controller. But that was okay. It was worth it, It was totally worth it as long as I could defeat Sigma. Alright, we got Frost Pengy here. And I like how some of the animals that they used are just like animals that I'd never even heard of. I think the boomerang guy is like a quanger or something. I still don't know what that is. Now I have the internet, so I could find out. Alright, boss number 1 is down. We did pretty good there. I feel a lot better now that I have my boots. So, we get Shotgun Ice. An almost worthless weapon. Almost. It's helpful in some situations. Okay. So, there's kind of a branching path here, but I prefer to go to Storm Eagle. Is that his name? I think we'll do that. Yeah. Now, I don't have his weakness. Yeah, Storm Eagle. I don't have the weapon that he is vulnerable to, but that's okay. I think the reason that I go here is so that I can get the helmet. And then in addition to the helmet, after we get his weapon, his tornado weapon, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong here, but you know, again, this is all reasoning of an 8-year-old. It's been passed down to a 29-year-old. I believe that after you get the oh man, I missed it. After you get the tornado weapon and you go to Spark Mandrill's level, it actually causes Spark Mandrill's level to be like damaged in disrepair, and it makes it easier to get through the level. And I believe that is a result of having completed Storm Eagle's level. I think that's how I always saw it. I haven't actually like tested it otherwise. I guess that's the problem with never trying other paths. But you know, oh no! I got a little greedy there. I was honestly hoping that I could get through this without dying, like the whole playthrough. But oh well, you know, we'll learn. You know, I'm rusty. Haven't played this game in, gosh, I mean, at least 5 years, maybe longer. I don't really know, actually. I haven't, you know, I mean, there's so many games to play nowadays. It's hard to come back around to those that you grew up on, but it's worth it sometimes because you need that. You need to get back in with your roots, you know? Get back in touch with our youth. And this game does that for me. And I hope if you're watching this, it does it for you too. And I'm interested to see... I'm interested to hear from you guys, to kind of hear what your experiences were with this. If you had similar experiences and what kind of impact this game and other Mega Man games had on your life, you know? Games, I don't think older folks realize, you know, what kind of impact games can have on us, you know? I equate certain games with certain periods of my life, you know? I'm not going to do the voice, you guys. This capsule contains an enhancement for your helmet, which will allow you to break some ceilings with a headbutt. Awesome. Now we have a super hard head. But yeah, I think that we kind of identify certain periods in our lives with the games that were out and that we were playing at that time. For those of us who play games, and I'd be interested to see if others had similar experiences with these older games. It's kind of fun to hear other stories and get a different take on something that affected your own life and see how it affected others. And it's kind of neat. Alright, so now we've got the helmet, which is awesome. Yeah, that guy. He almost always gets me. This is a fun little trick. Whoop. We can just dash over here, and we're in the boss fight. Alright, Storm Eagle. I like fighting this guy. He's not too tough. I always feel good. There's a move that he does, and if I can hit him when he does it consistently, I'll feel pretty good about myself. Let's see, he's gonna do it. Whoa, whoa. Oh, he only did one. So I try to get him when he's doing that dash, that kind of dive attack. All right, he's gonna do it again. Boom. Ah, man. Normally he does them more than once, but he's not in the mood today. That's all right. I think we'll have a pretty clean fight here. Can feel my hand already cramping up. I think when I had smaller hands, it was easier. Aw, man. Here we go. Oh, that was gonna be it too. Boom. Gotcha. Almost had a flawless victory there. No bonuses for flawlessing a boss. This ain't enter the gungeon. That's okay. Alright. I don't actually remember what the names of the abilities are. Storm Tornado. Now we can shoot tornadoes, which is actually pretty sweet. When you think about it. I almost said tomatoes. Shoot tornadoes on demand. Okay. So. Do we want to go to Spark Mandrill? So I'm actually kind of conflicted because we could fight the elephant here. But why do I go to Spark Mandrill first? I actually don't know. So if we go to the elephant, that's where we get our pink charge. So that's when we can start actually charging our sub weapons in addition to our Mega Blaster to pink, level pink. So that's valuable. It obviously does more damage, but we also don't really need it for Spark Mandrill. I mean, he is a super easy boss with the weakness that we have, the ability that we have. So let's just do Spark Mandrill here. Awesome stage music. Love the stage music here. I mean, they're all good, but you know, some of them kind of stick out. I'm sure you guys have, if you're watching this, I'm almost certain you guys have seen Smooth McGroove's a cappella of this song. It's so good. That guy is so talented to be able to do stuff like that. And when I found his stuff, man, I was so happy. Just such cool stuff. So this makes me feel a little sad because I actually used to remember the path of those guys, and I used to be able to. Well, okay, I think there's going to be one above me. Yeah, look at me, and one right in front of us. There we go. I was supposed to dash there, but that's okay. I used to remember all the paths of those guys and hit them before they showed up. Oh, you know what? Yeah. So this boss actually is made a lot easier if you have the pink charge for the tornado weapon, and if you actually hit him, that helps too. But we'll just use the standard shot. But you can see, so he's kind of trying to, you can see him plugging in on the ceiling, and what he's doing is charging up to do like a lightning attack, but he can't do that because we've interrupted the power supply in the stage or something like that, as a result of finishing the Storm Eagles level. I don't know if it's like, his ship crashed into the facility here or something. Because Storm Eagle was on a flying base of some sort. I don't know if by beating Storm Eagle it crashed the ship. I don't know. I haven't gotten into the deep lore of Mega Man X. And sorry to admit. Let's fill our health here. Oh, was it worth it? Yeah, it was worth it. Okay. These guys are also made fairly simple by that. Okay, this is a fun one. Let's see if we can pull it off. Oh, we're going to be here for 45 minutes? No, we're not. That's a pretty good deal right there. Alright. I feel good about that. Who's next? Not playing great, but you kind of, it's almost muscle memory at this point. Whoa. Yeah, I was wrong about that. Did not expect him to be down there. Wow, an extra life right there. Okay. Yeah, these guys are bullies, man. Wow, that was a lucky drop. Alright. Let's make some quick work of Mr. Spark Mandrill. What's a mandrill? That's another one. Some kind of gorilla, maybe? That would make sense. Since he swings and kind of looks like a gorilla. Alright, this is just a joke. Almost feel bad. Oh, I messed it up. So, if you shoot too early, you got to give him a little bit of time to, I guess, de-thaw. Because if you shoot too early, he won't freeze. But if you get the timing right, it's just a joke. He barely even gets to move. In fact, I probably could have done better than that, but, End result was us winning, so that's a positive in my mind. Alright. Electric Spark. Yeah, I always find that I always get excited, collecting the special abilities, but I always find them to be kind of unused outside of boss fights. There's only a handful of them that I actually find some utility for within the actual stages. And so this is another level that's impacted by completing a stage prior to it. This, what we're walking on right now, is normally lava. You can't walk down here, typically. But because we have completed the Ice Penguin stage, we have no issue walking along that path. And it actually allows us to get a heart container. Yeah. That's always a little sketchy. I'll explain it after this text. This capsule contains a part which will increase the capabilities of your X-Buster. You can use it to fire all types of weapons. Oh, I thought he was going to continue. Alright, so now we can charge to pink. And that will help us output a little bit more damage, but what I was saying, that's always kind of cool. I don't do that. He's got to show it off as soon as he gets out of the capsule. He does that with all the abilities that you get from the capsules. But anyways, what I was saying is, if you make that jump, that's great. But if you break those two bottom, or actually if you just break that corner block that's directly above us, and you fall off, you don't actually hook on to the other blocks up there and get up through, you won't be able to get up there again. So you'll have to start the stage over. So that's an inherent risk of that little maneuver there, but it's not too hard. You just kind of have to spam the jump button once you hook on. Make sure that you don't fall off. Ah! Got sniped. Alright. That's overkill. We're gonna get this energy tank. Wham bam, thank you ma'am. And then carry on. Alright. So we're doing pretty good. We're actually making pretty decent time as well. I'm gonna keep these videos to around 30 minutes. There'll probably be like maybe 3, maybe 4 videos, I would say, total, to complete the game. So it shouldn't be a very long series, but you know, like I said, it's gonna be a fun one because we get some nostalgia here, and that's always fun. Oh my gosh, that was pretty sad getting hit by that. You see the frame rate drop when you shoot the pink blast. That's okay. Super Nintendo's doing what it can. And honestly, I think this game looks great. Alright, so this is my method of fighting this guy. I'm sure that there's better ways, there's more effective ways, but it works for me. So we just kind of bait him into jumping over and over again and just keep ourselves in the corner here. The only thing about it is that it's kind of hard to, because I'm jumping and charging with my thumb. So I'm charging with the tip of my thumb, and then I'm jumping with kind of the back part of my thumb to stay high enough so that he doesn't hit me. You could see that he did hit me once there. I dipped a little bit and he got me, but otherwise we got through it just fine. Oh, I'm sorry, I skipped it. What's the name of that weapon? I really bunged that up. Alright guys, well, we'll call it there. It's been fun. I hope that you enjoyed the beginnings of Mega Man X. And stick around, stay tuned. Next episode is incoming.